Ah, another end to an ordinary day. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Midweek Minutes. This past Sunday, we had a message entitled Ordinary Meets God, and our passage was Luke chapter 1, verses 5 to 8. Let me read it for you. It says, When Herod was king of Judea, there was a Jewish priest named Zachariah. He was a member of the priestly order of Abijah, and his wife Elizabeth was from the priestly line of Aaron. Zachariah and Elizabeth were righteous in God's eyes, careful to obey all of the Lord's commandments and regulations. They had no children because Elizabeth was unable to conceive, and they were both very old. One day, Zachariah was serving in the temple, for his order was on duty that week. Ordinary meets God. One day, it says in verse 8, Zachariah was going through his normal routine. We wouldn't say that Zachariah had an exciting life. He had the same mundane responsibilities. Twice a year, his order would go to the big city and perform their priestly roles. I want to talk to us about how it can seem at times that we're just living an ordinary life, nothing too exciting. We wake up, we walk with God, we deal with the normal challenges of life, we go to sleep, and we repeat. And it can seem to be a cycle of just regular, ordinary existence. But we had a point on Sunday that says there is nothing ordinary about your future when you meet God. Yes, there is a point where we must accept the fact that we have the ability to live extraordinary lives when we live our lives to please God. And He's able to do far and exceedingly above what we can even ask or think. You know, the funny thing about the story is that Zechariah was in disbelief. And not that he was in disbelief, because if someone told an old man, gray, who had a wife who was old and gray and unable to conceive, that you would have a child, and not only would you just have a child, but you would have a child that was the forerunner to Jesus Christ and would hold a special place in the kingdom of God, I might have the same reaction too. But I just want to encourage you. Allow God to work in your life. Believe that He can do extraordinary things for you and for His glory. And although you may not lose your voice, God's extraordinary effects in your life will leave you speechless. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Midweek Minutes. I hope to see you again next week. Bye for now.